You're listening to the ASOTU CON Sessions by Effective live from ASOTU CON 2024.
This is Dan Shine. I'm back again here at ASOTU CON podcast stage in collaboration with Effective. Sitting across from me is the she-canic herself, Patrice Banks, founder at Girls Auto Clinic in the fighting city of Philadelphia. Patrice, welcome. Oh. Wow, brought her fan club with her. My
I don't know who these people are. Like, I love you guys.
You're buying drinks tonight for everybody, it looks like. Let's talk about customer service.
Okay.
A lot of these folks are dealership folks, and so there's a little bit different. You're an independent shop owner.
Yep.
Female run, female owned.
Yes.
Male and female customers?
Male and female customers.
Okay.
A lot of people think we're just women, but I tell people we love men and we love their money. So absolutely, we'll take male customers.
It spends the same, right?
Yes.
So tell me how you approach customer service and what works for you.
Yeah.
That people keep coming back.
Yeah. For me and how I really approached customer service with Girls Auto Clinic was I looked at my pain points and my automotive experiences and what I would want as a woman, as a young woman, and the problems that I had taking my car in. I knew I always felt shame for not taking care of the car. I felt like I was going to be taken advantage of because I was a woman or told I needed stuff that I didn't need, and I hated my experiences. So I made sure when I opened a shop, what is my target customer, one, knowing who my target customer is, which is women, and what are their pain points when it comes to bringing their car. And I know a lot of them feel like me. So I wanted to create a customer experience that was going to get rid of the shame, educate them, make them feel smart and confident about the choices that they make with their cars. And so what we do is we do free car care workshops to teach them about their cars. We offer a beautiful lounge for them to come and feel, safe and comfortable. I have a nail salon there to get your nails done while you wait for your car. And now, instead of becoming a chore, I have to take my car in to get my oil changed, and they're going to tell me I need all these things. They look forward to it. They're excited to come. We get still 10 to 15 new customers a week, and they'll call us because they're so excited to come in to see women working, to get their nails done, to have that experience that they've never really had taking their car in for an oil change. And so it's putting the power back in their hands, saying, listen, this is your money. You should feel good about how you spend it, and we're going to help make sure that you feel smart about all the choices that you make.
How often do you have these little kind of clinics, little education, and what's the attendance like?
Yeah, so our clinics are actually world famous. I hold them every single month, and they're limited because they're interactive. You learn on your car. We're going to teach you how to talk to a mechanic, what to do in an emergency, right, and how to take care of your car. And so we do about 10 to 15 per clinic and do them once a month, and they fill up within like 5 minutes of us releasing the link. And we have women that I'm in Philly. We have women that come from Atlanta, Indiana. I've had women fly from Texas, from Toronto, because there's no other workshop out there like that that's teaching them, how to take care of their cars, how you want to talk to a mechanic. But we also make it relatable and fun. Like when talking about oil changes, think of your car like a vagina. Or does your car have boogies? When we talk about air filters. Or the biggest mistake we make with our cars, ladies, is we cheat on our mechanics or we shop hop. And so I make it ways that's fun and relatable where they can understand it and feel confident. This is where we get the name she-canic. It's not a woman mechanic. It's a woman who now feels empowered with her car. She doesn't think she needs a guy to help her. She's to wonder her dad or her brother. She can learn her car. She knows that she can work on it or understand it just like a man. She's not afraid to go to a mechanic or feel taken advantage of. And she inspires other women to do the same. And that comes from finding this education, changing the story in your head. Cars are just for guys. It's not. I thought that story too. I'm an actual engineer, and I called myself an auto airhead. I thought this is just for the men. I won't get it. I'm not going to understand it, which is insane.
But you're an engineer. Come on.
Exactly.
Come on.
Which is insane. So changing that identity for a lot of women where they become she-canics is really important. And the clinics allow us to do that, and that's what gives us the trust, right? The trust that women will come in, they don't know anything about our business. They just know that we're women and we educate them and then get their nails done. Sign me up. I'm coming. And they travel. We get customers, and I don't always recommend this, from Maryland. They'll travel to Maryland just to come get their oil changed or to get their car worked on because they're going to trust us.
And I was going to say, when you first were talking about what kind of led you into this is kind of that distrust that you had going into maybe a dealership, a service department. How do you kind of build that trust? I mean, is it just that it's a female on female and they're going to we trust her because
Right.
we're the same. Is it that simple, or is it? How do you know? You still could be taking advantage of them.
Yeah,
You know,
it's understanding their pain points and saying, I get it, I've been there. This is a pain for you, and how can I help you solve it? And then solve that problem. That's how they trust you. You make their life easier, right? You make one less thing for them to worry about. You give them a convenience. You give them power, and they're going to trust you. And so now we've gotten enough people that just trust us that the brand now just speaks for itself. People are like, Girls Auto Clinic, I'm going there.
And how do you? So now you've got this brand. You're a trustworthy brand.
Yes.
And when you're off jetting around the country and coming to events like this, how do you make sure that culture remains in effect when you're maybe not there?
So I have what I call my Chicanic community, and it's over 15,000 women in it now, and they're women drivers and women and experts in the industry, and they kind of run that community for me. We post questions about our cars, where you'll get a response from a woman mechanic. We share funny memes, we share car buyer beware stories, right? We share triumphs, and I don't even need to post. I don't need to answer questions. They just are doing it themselves, and it's growing every day. We've got like 15,000 members. It's a Facebook group that's closed just for women. And so women want this and they need it. And if you create a platform for them or you create this space for them, because I always believe in women and they're awesome, they're going to be engaged, right? They're extremely engaged in this community. They want to do more. They want to learn more. They want to invite their friends in to get, more info. And so it kind of does run on itself, where I just provide that space, that platform that's a safe for women, and let them figure out what they need and how we can be in community and help each other.
When are we franchising this clinic?
What'd you say?
When are we going to franchise this?
Okay. I would love to franchise this, and I get a lot of requests. And what we know, and we talk about this a lot because I'm a founding member of WOCAN. So I'm a Black woman. I'm a first generation, not just an entrepreneur, but working in the automotive industry. And I'm bootstrapped. I built this business and brand with just my money and my staff. I don't have any founders. And so I need money, right? I need money to grow, to hire the right people out there to help make this work. Anyone knows that owns a repair shop or independent shop or even a dealership, I'm doing everything. Sometimes I'm talking to customers and texting customers and answering the phones. Sometimes I'm still working on cars. I'm managing my staff, and you're only one person. So as soon as I can raise some money to help me open the next shop and get the right people on my team, and so I'd be able to provide more value. So I'm working on that now. So if anyone here is interested, talk to Girls Auto Clinic. We're definitely looking to raise some funds to franchise, we have an apprenticeship program to get young ladies in to be techs. I know that's a big problem, not just for the industry, but for me, right? Where do you find your women techs, and how do you train them, and how
question.
do you, yeah.
You just keep rolling. You're answering all my questions before I even ask them.
You know how I find women techs? They find me. I've never once had to find one of my women techs. I get emails every day from women around the world that see our brand on TV or see us on social media. Somebody shared it, we went viral, and they say, I want to be a tech, or I was a tech. I was in this industry and I dropped out, or I was discouraged from doing it, and here's why. And they're like, I see you doing it and I want to work for you. I want to own a shop. How do I do workshops? What do I do? And I'm a small 3-bay shop in Philly, right? I can't hire all these girls, but I also
if you franchise, you can.
I could, yes.
Right?
So here we go, franchise. But I get phone calls and emails from Jim Farley, he's the CEO of Ford, right? Executives at automotive groups and these large companies saying, Patrice, well, where are the women? How do we find women? I'm like, they're in my DMs, right? They're out there and they're looking for an opportunity, and we can build this opportunity for them. So apprenticeship program, we have my workshops that I do to teach women how to take care of their cars. If you're looking for customers, that's how you get women customers in, is you teach them how you're gonna take care of their car and how they take care of their car. And it's not like, oh, you don't need a mechanic. It's like, no, these are the things that you need every year for your car, and this is what you have to do to maintain it for the longevity. And they trust that. So they're coming in for their oil changes. They're not skipping their filters. They're not skipping their wipers. They're not skipping their flushes, because we talk about how important that stuff is. Education is important. It's not about, we don't want them to know what we're doing, and we don't want them to know how often they're supposed to get their fluid flushes. Like, we tell them exactly when they're supposed to do it. So that's going to be, that's the important part for women and finding women. And when I educate them and give them a little bit of knowledge about cars, it sparks a lot of women to say, I want to learn more. I want to be a tech maybe. How can I get more information? So it's making it available. And you can't be what you can't see, right? Beyonce says that. So as soon as I get out there and I'm, people see what I'm doing, I just get a ton of emails from girls that want to try it. And, hey, Ford, you guys have the resources that I don't have. Let's work together. Let's capture these girls, right? Give them an opportunity, train them to work on cars, and fill some of these gaps that you have with finding technicians.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Patrice, enjoy the conversation. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this ASOTU CON session by Effective. If you want more content like this, you can check out our other podcasts. We have a daily show called The Automotive Troublemaker, Monday through Friday. Here on podcast, also live streamed on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook. We also have a long-form podcast called Auto Collabs. And if you just want to go a little deeper into this community, you should sign up for our regular email. We put our heart and soul into it. You can get it for free by going to asotu.com. We'll see you next time.